So what's going on with ICE? I've been watching what's happening right now, and it's pretty explosive. Because here's the thing that I see: the Biden administration, they let millions of people into America illegally, and that's not speculation on my part. That's Customs and Border Protection reporting over 6.5 million encounters since 2021. It's a lot. That's bigger than the population of some U.S. states. And many of those people were released into this country without proper checks or background screening. So now Trump's trying to clean up a mess that's almost impossible to fix in the amount of time that he has. And ICE is being pushed hard too. Record arrests, record raids, and the people are completely divided. And some are saying, man, finally, law and order is back. And others are saying, Gestapo. But let's step back and look at the human reality of this all. If you're an ICE officer and you're walking in the neighborhoods where half the people hate you already before you even open your mouth, right? You're being called a monster for doing your job. You're told to hit arrest quotas, 1,800 a day. And when you do, you're called a fascist. When you don't, you're called weak. That kind of pressure, that can break people. Now flip it around for a second. If you're a family getting that knock on the door and you see those jackets that say ICE, fear takes over, obviously. You don't hear those words anymore. You just react. That's human nature. Fear meets fear. And when both sides come in hot, nothing good's going to come out of that moment, I promise you. The truth is, this isn't just about immigration. It's about what happens when a government loses control of its own system. Trump inherited a disaster. Millions let in, background checks ignored, cities flooded, crime rising, and he's expected to fix it overnight. So he does what a leader does. He acts, but action without human understanding can turn into chaos. And we're seeing that. And I'll be honest, ICE officers are in one of the hardest positions in America right now. It's a thankless job. Nobody claps for them, that's for sure. Nobody shakes their hand in public. They're the face of a broken policy that they didn't create, and that's wrong. Simply is. We need enforcement, yes. We need security, yes. But we also need humanity. Because if the person wearing the uniform feels hated and the person in front of the uniform feels hunted, everybody loses. So when people say Trump's crackdown is too harsh, I say maybe. But the situation he inherited was already out of control. And when the system rots for years, cleaning it up was never going to look pretty anyway. This isn't about choosing sides here. It's about facing reality. If America can't control who enters and can't treat people like humans once they're here, then we've lost both sovereignty and soul. And I'll leave you with this. If you ever find yourself face to face with an ICE agent, be calm, be respectful, and comply. 9 times out of 10, you'll be treated the same way. Don't fight, don't argue, and don't scream. And if the freaks around you start yelling, tell them to stop. Because it's usually the noise in the background that turns something manageable into a total mess. When that officer is surrounded by 10 people shouting and grabbing, he's going to act. And that means someone's getting taken down. Don't let it be you. So handle it with respect, stay calm, and make it quick. Because chaos helps no one. Not you, not them, and not the country. Why don't you join me on Patreon? We can chat about this some more.